A lot of racist white churches like to say that Cain became black, and a lot of racist black churches like to say that Cain became white. Well, either way, this mark of Cain has nothing to do whatsoever with skin color. It just means God put a mark upon him, perhaps like a big scar or whatever, like so obvious to a person that they'd not want to harm him, stuff like that. It had nothing to do whatsoever with skin color. I mean, if Cain became black, there's a big problem. If you get back to Noah, you go back to one family, and there's really like a slight chance that he was black or whatever. Like, so it's not scriptural to say that Cain was became black or white or whatever these racist churches like to say. No, they're really being inconsistent. And also about the curse of Ham. There's no such thing as the curse of Ham. If you probably read the scripture, you'll find that the curse was actually on Canaan. But let's take a look at Genesis chapter 9, verse 18 to 27. This is after the flood. Throughout here, it does list Noah's three sons, but it repeatedly says Ham, the father of Canaan, Ham, the father of Canaan, Ham, the father of Canaan. And I think we ought to stop taking our ideas to the Bible and instead build our thinking on the Bible. But why was Canaan cursed? What's it all about? Well, Noah had three sons, Ham had four sons, and Canaan was one of them. And it's pretty interesting that if you look at the descendants of Canaan, they were some of the most wicked people that ever lived on earth. The people of Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, the Canaanites were evil people. Now think back for a moment. Ham was disrespectful to his dad. And from a basic perspective, do you know what I believe the curse of Canaan was all about? I bet Noah saw in Canaan the same problem in his son Ham, only it was much worse. And it's a warning to dads everywhere, fathers everywhere, to train their children in the way they should go. Because when you often see sin in that one generation and things that are unbiblical, sinful, ungodly, not right, heretical, unscriptural, you often see the next generation who'll learn from that and exhibit to a greater extent. And I think that's what you see here. It's just a great warning that fathers and dads need to train their children, because Canaan became what Ham had led him to be. And Noah saw that and could see where it led to. The people of Sodom and Gomorrah. Absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the color of skin. And I believe liberal churches ought to drop this unscriptural logical fallacy and start building their thinking on the Bible and stop taking man's ideas from the world and adding them to the Bible, right? So, we're all related. There's no such thing as a curse of, like, skin or whatever. It's just basically morally or stuff like that. You know, the curse, nothing to do whatsoever, like, no such thing as racism in the Bible, right? It says we're all equal.